What if I told you that a group of elite Navy SEALs, the best of the best, were consistently failing at a crucial task? We're talking about sharpshooters, guys who can hit a target from incredible distances, yet they were missing the mark over and over again, and the person who finally fixed their problem wasn't a seasoned military expert or a decorated officer. It was a young teacher. Sounds impossible, right? Well, stick around, because this true story will completely change how you think about learning, success, and the power of the human mind. So, picture this: a firing range, a team of Navy SEALs, absolute masters of their craft, are practicing their shooting, but something is off. Despite their intense training and incredible skill, their accuracy is plummeting. They're frustrated, their commanders are baffled, and the pressure is mounting. They tried everything: more drills, new equipment, different techniques, but nothing worked. The more they focused on hitting the target, the worse they seemed to get. It was a crisis of confidence for the world's most confident soldiers. This is where our story takes a fascinating turn. The military, desperate for a solution, started looking outside their usual circles. They brought in a wide range of experts, from sports psychologists to seasoned marksmen. But the breakthrough came from a completely unexpected source. Enter a young teacher, someone who specialized not in ballistics or combat strategy, but in how people learn. His name was Chris Sajnog, and at the time, he was a lead instructor for the SEALs sniper program. But his approach was radically different. He wasn't a traditional tough-as-nails drill sergeant. He was a student of the mind. Sajnog had been studying accelerated learning techniques and the psychology of peak performance. He noticed something crucial that everyone else had missed. The SEALs were focusing too much on the outcome, on hitting that bullseye. This intense focus on the result was creating a mountain of performance anxiety. Every missed shot just added to the pressure, making the next shot even harder. They were trapped in a vicious cycle of trying too hard, failing, and then trying even harder, which only led to more failure. So, what was Sajnog's revolutionary idea? He told the SEALs to stop trying to hit the target. Yes, you heard that right. He instructed these elite snipers to forget about the bullseye. Instead, he had them focus on just one thing: perfecting the process. He broke down the act of shooting into tiny, manageable steps. The grip on the weapon, the control of their breathing, the slow, steady squeeze of the trigger. Each element was to be performed perfectly, with mindful attention, almost like a meditation. The goal wasn't to hit the target anymore. The goal was to execute the process flawlessly. Imagine the initial skepticism. These are battle-hardened warriors being told by a young instructor to essentially zen out on the firing range. It must have sounded ridiculous. But they were desperate, so they gave it a shot. They started practicing this new method, instead of staring downrange at the target. Their entire mental energy was poured into the feeling of the rifle in their hands, the rhythm of their breath, the precise, controlled movement of their trigger finger. They focused on the asterisk, how asterisk, not the asterisk, what asterisk. And then, something amazing happened. As the SEALs shifted their focus from the outcome to the process, their anxiety began to melt away. The pressure was gone. They were no longer burdened by the fear of missing. They were simply engaged in a series of well-practiced, perfectly executed actions. And because the process was perfect, the outcome took care of itself. Their shots started landing. Not just landing, but clustering right in the center of the target. their accuracy didn't just return to normal. It soared to levels they had never seen before. They became better shooters by not trying to be better shooters. This story is so powerful because it's a perfect metaphor for almost any challenge we face in life. How often do we get paralyzed by focusing on the end goal, whether it's landing a dream job, acing an exam, starting a business, or even just having a difficult conversation? We get so fixated on the win that we become terrified of the loss. This fear makes us clumsy, hesitant, and ultimately less likely to succeed. We psych ourselves out before we even begin. The lesson from the seals is to trust the process. Break down your big, scary goal into small, manageable, process-oriented steps. Want to write a book? Don't think about the finished novel. Focus on writing just 300 words today. Want to get in shape? Don't obsess over the number on the scale. Focus on completing today's workout and making a healthy choice for your next meal. By concentrating on executing these small steps perfectly, you build momentum, you build confidence, and you take the pressure off. Success becomes a natural byproduct of a well-executed process. It's about falling in love with the daily practice, the reps, the routine. It's finding satisfaction in the work itself, not just the reward at the end. When you can do that, you unlock a state of flow, where you perform at your absolute best without even thinking about it. Just like those Navy SEALs, you let go of the target, and in doing so, you hit the bullseye every single time. It's a profound mental shift from "I have to succeed" to "I will execute this step perfectly." So, the next time you feel overwhelmed by a goal, remember the story of the SEALs and their teacher. Take a deep breath. Forget about the target for a moment. What is the one, simple, immediate action you can focus on right now? What is the first step of the process you can execute with excellence? Pour your attention into that. Perfect it. Then move to the next step. Master the process, and the results will follow. It's a simple secret, but it's one that can truly unlock your potential and help you achieve things you never thought possible. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope this story gives you a new perspective on how you approach your own goals. If you found this helpful, do me a huge favor and hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel for more stories that can help you level up your life. Let me know in the comments what goal you're going to apply this process over outcome mindset to. I'd love to hear about it. Stay focused, trust your process, and I'll see you in the next video.